How's it going, everybody? It's Nova, and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. It is episode number 12, and today I'm wearing the bunny ears because we're gonna be heading outside and scampering about like a little bunny. Okay, maybe not a little bunny, but yeah. Today we're gonna be going outside to go and look for a new place to make our permanent base. Because remember when I said that this was actually just a temporary base? I've been saying that for like 100 episodes. Well, yeah. We're gonna find a permanent base this time. So we're starting this episode off where we ended off last time. Back when we were decorating this room. Back in the previous episode, we were basically working on getting these tiered seeds up and, decorating this room. I have fixed this area and that area, so now all three of these areas kind of look, a little bit more like the other one over there. So it looks a lot better in my opinion. Although maybe that little corner could do with some getting rid of. I want to thank a special commenter, a Miss QT Lady, for helping us name our new dog. Pepper was the name. And I think that's a fitting name, because Pepper is the son of Poppy and Pippi. Poppy, Pippi, Pepper. Poppy, Pippi, Pepper. Peter pecked a pick of piker, Papa, Pepper. You get the point. They're all peas and they're all pep. So, as I was saying before, this place is pretty much done. We have a good thing for the setup for the chickens, a good place set up for the wood farms, and what are you doing here? And we have the Mystical Agriculture Room, the Tinker's Construct, Pam's Harvest Craft. We even have some of this extra utilities, water mills. We have more chickens. This is the breeding area. We have the mini moose, which we still haven't touched. We have a cactus farm. We have a sheep farm. We pretty much got everything that we can, store in this little tiny base. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to go someplace that's hopefully a better biome that does not have dire wolves. And we're going to make a bigger base. We're going to make kind of like, a better planned out base where we can store all this stuff a bit better and possibly get into some more stuff. Because there's tons of other mods that I still haven't covered yet. So once we have a new base that's bigger and has a lot cooler things in it, we'll be able to explore those mods and many others. It's actually quite funny that we're looking for a base in this episode as the previous episode that was released on this channel, which was from my new series, FoolCraft Kingdoms, was actually a similar episode where I pretty much did like a world tour and I went around and looked for an area for me to settle in so that I can create my kingdom. And if you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave a link for you in the cards above, up in the top right hand corner. That is my second video series that I'll be doing weekly, so make sure not to miss any of those episodes. And if you guys are wondering the status of my farms, well, we have the chickens here. These are all the items we're getting from the chickens. This is how much we've gotten from the skeleton wood farm, and we have much more, plus the ender pearls from the enderman wood farm. Here is our manual sheep farm. Not really that much, although we had a lot more. Here is the cactus farm, which has been slowly building up, but we almost have a full double chest. Not really sure why I need this much cactus, but feels nice. And of course, these are the 5 different essences, and I actually moved the rest of the essences over here into the back, and here are the rest of them. There's also something I kind of just recently noticed with one of FoolCraft's most recent updates, and that's, well, the item rollback glitch. It really has not happened in a while. I'm kind of surprised. I've been keeping these just kind of randomly stupid items that I don't really care about in my inventory to check if it's still happening, and it hasn't been happening the past 5 or 6 times that I have saved and quit to the title. Because that's when it would happen, was if I would just, go save and quit, and then I would come back, it would roll back my items to kind of like either a time that was like a few hours ago, or from like the previous day. It was a very strange glitch, but it looks like it has been fixed. So, thank you, FoolCraft gods. I'm glad to now be without that horrible glitch. This also means that we can return to our quest of getting all the hats, because if you see here, we have 9 pages of hats. Now, for some reason, every time the rollback glitch would happen, it would always revert back to, I think, 8 pages. I don't know why. That must have just been back to when it somehow saved that for some reason. But it looks like we have more hats. Or we're able to get more hats, at least. And we can definitely get some more hats. And I kind of wish I didn't get rid of that stupid chicken farm and replace it with this, although now we have lots of items. But I'm sure we could just remake that rudimentary chicken farm and farm them for hats. So we'll definitely try that at some other time. Maybe in another episode. So I've been looking at the map, and yeah, so this area looks kind of interesting. It's mountain peaks, although this would be somewhat annoying to build on as it goes up and down. You got this over here. Not even really sure why I traveled this far. Oh wow, look at this place. The marsh. Looks kind of cool. And there's this thing over here, which I totally forgot about. Other than those areas, the only area that actually looked really interesting to me was this area right here. Kind of thinking of settling here. But, you know, then there's also this area too, which has like these nice greens. I really like that. This one has like purple trees or something, or I don't know. I think that that's an interesting thing. Although this area kind of looks a little bit mountainous as well. And there's this little thing right here, this little fortress. And there's a village. You know, there's also this area. And there's more stuff this way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to probably just search kind of in this area right here. Because it looks like this is a pretty promising area to search through. Because, I mean, I like this area, I like this area. This area is fairly decent. I mean, we'll see what we can get. But I think I'm just going to travel here, and we can see what we can find. Whoa. Wow. This giant tree was not here before, I can guarantee you that. I remember this village over here, which actually has a windmill? Cool. But I do not remember this gigantic tree. Wow. Oh, this is from FoolCraft, okay. That's why I've never seen it before, because it didn't exist until that new mod was placed in. I mean, those trees, they look familiar. You know, these kind of like, I don't know, small shrubbish trees are, oh, okay. You know, these trees make sense. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna chop this down to see what happens. Whoa. Hey, give me that hat. Yeah. Oh wow, I can't even sling slime onto it, or slime sling. That actually looks like a giant turtle. Kind of. There we go. Whee! Oh darn it! Alright, so it looks like we just traded one glitch for another. So somehow, while I was traveling, the game crashed, and then I traveled a little further, and I think as I got nearer to very mountainous biomes, the game just kept crashing. Like, it would crash, and then I would reload the game, and then I would take one step and it would crash again. So I really don't know what's happening. I tried allocating more RAM when running FoolCraft, but that didn't seem to do anything. Luckily, I was able to teleport myself back home so that I didn't have to be stuck in a constant loop of game crashes. So I'm going to try and investigate this as best as I can, and if we can't get to the area that I want to get to, then we'll probably just find a place to build my new base. Probably around closer here. Playing modded can get glitchy sometimes. It's glitchy a lot more often than I'd like. Alright, so I think that I have fixed the glitch. Let me do some testing. I was over here the last time. Now, I still am getting a little bit of lag, but that's to be expected since I'm using the slime sling to fling myself around. Thus, having me, wow, that's having me load a lot of stuff. Alright, so let's, at the moment I'm just trying to get some loot bags. And there's one right now. Also, I guess I'm trying to get some more hats too. Oh, there's one of these guys. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Stupid horse. Gotta be careful about my health, because I may be able to take a beating, but I can't take a beating forever. That's a protection 2 chain chest plates. Yay! So it looks like the glitch is fixed. I'm moving around like crazy, and nothing is really happening. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. He's so happy. I think the next thing I want to do is go to that crag biome, that really mountainous crag biome, because that was the place where it was basically the worst. I couldn't even move one step at that point. And another example of the rollback glitch being gone is, look, I only have 51 veggie stir fry left. What used to happen is it just used to bring me back to like 3 stacks of 64. And my armor, which I actually fixed my armor, but it was previously about to die. I was about to lose my helm. So that's a nice thing. So if you guys are wondering how I fixed this, I went to FoolCraft, because FoolCraft was one of the newest mods, and I looked this up online later. I didn't figure this out on my own. I had to look up online, and I went to the config, and I went all the way down to spawn pecs right here, and I checked it to false. I guess for some reason the game was trying to spawn this mob called the peck, or the pecs, and it's a very buggy mob, and what was happening was it was trying to spawn it in, and maybe it was using too much processing power, and that caused my game to crash. So this is why we're here. We are testing this loot recycler out, because I want to try and get some end stone. I don't really want to go to the end right now. I think that we'll save that for a little bit later on in the game, but I do want to get some end stone and some purple blocks via this end essence, because end essence allows you to get both, and also chorus fruit. That would be cool too. And the only other way to get end stone, we could use the Starlight Transmutation, but this is kind of far up in the Astral Sorcery mod, if I remember correctly. But then I realized that you can get it through loot bags, but only from these trash bags. Now, this doesn't really tell you how to get trash bags, so I typed in here loot bags, and I just checked through here. But I looked here, and there's something called a loot recycler. So I don't really know how this works. I think you just put loot bags in there, maybe. And let me just empty this for a sec. Yeah, as you can tell, we are running out of room already. We are running out of room already in this ME drive, so that's going to be annoying. We'll have to do that soon as well. Why is this not working? Does this mean, like, I have to do this stuff? So, okay, so if I put this... Oh, okay, so any type of loot that you have... So I guess if I just keep, like, putting items in here, after a while, I'll get more trash bags. I have tons of items that I don't really care about. It has to be items that come from a loot bag, but I'm pretty sure that this tea came from a loot bag. Yeah, alright, cool. So we got a decent amount. Let's see if we can get one more. Nope. Somehow it doesn't recognize certain items, I guess. Even though they did come from loot bags. So anyway, looks like we have, what, 6 trash bags? These are all the blocks that you can get from a trash bag, it looks like. Anyway, so let's just put this stuff through here. And we'll see what we get. Come on, endstone and purple blocks. Or just endstone. Please, please just endstone. Oh, I saw some endstone. That might only have been 4. Ah, crap. We need endstone and purple blocks. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go try and get a bunch of loot bags. Alright, so as you can tell, I kind of did a lot of stuff. Basically what I was doing was I took all of the loot bags that I had got from a few sessions going out there and, destroying some mobs, and I put them in here, and because basically I took the loot bags, and as you guys know about the loot bags, if you take 4 of these common loot bags, you can make an uncommon loot bag. So the opposite way, you take an uncommon loot bag and make 4 common loot bags. So that's what I did. I just basically took all the loot bags that I had, and I reverted them all back into the common loot bag, and since that gave me a huge amount of them, I was basically had to store them here, and then I had to make another one here, and here, and here. And then this over here, I basically connected this chest, which has all of the stuff from the loot bag, all the way to the loot bag recycler, so that was recycling everything into the trash bags, and that was going into here, which then I was able to see all of the trash bags. And here are all the trash bags that we got from that. So if we don't get endstone from this, or endstone and purple blocks actually, we need to get both. We need to get at least 8 of each. Well, actually, we need 4 more endstone. So let's see. Wow. Oh, that is so cool. We got... Oh, I was like, no, we only have 4, but I forgot we have 4 in another chest somewhere. Okay, so now we have enough to create those seeds. So place this here, and this here, and we've done it. We've got end seeds. Alright. Oh god, this place is now just a gigantic mess. Well, we'll clean it up later, because we are going to go head on over to that biome that I was talking about in the previous clip. Okay, so that didn't really go as planned. Yeah, the minute we got a certain distance to the place that we were traveling, the glitch appeared again. So I guess disabling that one mob in FoolCraft only just increased the radius that we could walk before the glitch happened. I tried a few other tests, like just teleporting to the area that I was going to via the journey map. And when I did that, I teleported and then the game crashed. And then I tried to reload the game, and it crashed when it loaded up. So after a few reloads, it finally was, able to load up properly, and so I teleported back. So, in the end, what I did was I basically just took out the FoolCraft mod. I don't really think that it's necessary at the moment. I mean, we started, the series without it. We didn't really have anything really planned for it, and hopefully in the future, when, it becomes fixed, if it becomes fixed, I hope that they're working on it, we can bring it back in and resume working on, a series, like an episode with that mod. But for now, we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that we will not see any more items or mobs or whatever from FoolCraft. Wow, that thing is still broken. Yeah, it's this biome. So, I mean, this was a cool biome on the map. It looked like it was just kind of bare grass, but no, it's the one that's covered entirely with lavender flowers. So, yeah, I mean, not really the greatest biome. I would not look forward to having to just get rid of all these. And they're so pretty, I mean, I would never want to remove them from their original habitat. I mean, come on. So we'll probably be going off to that other area that I was talking about. So this is the area that I was talking about before. It's kind of this, dark greenish area. And it looks like it is somewhat forested, but it's also very mountainous. Now, I'm not really sure if I want a biome that is super, hilly or mountainous like this one. Oh wow, and there's a giant cave thing here. Hi. Or we could just try leveling a forest. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather have a flat ground with lots of trees, that way I can level it down, than have a mountainous biome where I would have to sort of, geoform the terrain a lot. I mean, let's look at the difference between, super mountainous and hilly over here versus like very gradual, like, you know, ups and downs right here. I'd rather have this type of thing. And maybe I could, you know, make a base around this village. Wow, I kind of thought that I had an area already picked out, but it looks like I'm spending most of the end of this episode just still searching. I feel like we should check out this area. We should probably just make our way around, like, here and see, because I think that I'm sure we can find something around here, hopefully, this giant black area that isn't loaded in. Well, let's break this bad boy open. Is this Nemo? Yep. I found Nemo, you guys. We could totally just steal this house right here. Ooh, Hermitron. We haven't found one of these in a while. Really? There was one right there, too. Another Hermitron. Getting nighttime in. Wow. That's great. We can open that, too. Probably after we sleep. Ooh, we got a rare in this one. Alright. Wow, this biome is really giving us some good fortune here. I hope I don't jinx myself with this. Wait, I got bones and an ocelot. That doesn't make sense. You can't tame ocelots with a bone. I kind of want to build in this biome. Looking at this biome, this looks like a really nice biome. I mean, I'll probably level a lot of it, but at least I can kind of, you know, I feel like the color scheme works nicely. Like except for that weird purple water, I don't really understand. That's not natural. It's like super toxic, right? But we got like these, you know, the grass color is a nice color. There's magic trees here, a tree I've been looking for a while. Man, I mean, look at all this stuff, though. I mean, we can get to a high vantage point here. I mean, we got mushrooms. You know what? I think I kind of want to make this my new area. Kind of want to see what's below this before we start making this our home. But if we don't find anything better than this, I think that I want to make this my home. Oh, I see a chance cube. We are just taking chances left and right here. Alright. Third one's the charm, right? What year was Minecraft officially released? Wow. Well, third time is definitely not the charm, you guys. Third time is the worst time. Oh, man. That's so hilarious. I'm totally smiling right now because of what just occurred. Alright, so I'm back, and I have been exploring kind of underneath this, the south. And, you know, we got a desert. We found our first actual, like, desert. And there is also a mesa over here as well. So I was kind of thinking that maybe we got a rare and an uncommon. Kind of thinking that maybe we could settle off in the mesa. Whoa. Whoa, what is this? These are bone blocks. Wait a second. Are these supposed to be horns? Ooh, another Hermitron. What is that? A second Hermitron. And some sort of weird structure. Wait, a third Hermitron. What is going on? Are there any more over here? But seriously, what is this? Is this like a structure? Is this like a temple or something? Or is this solid? It's a solid bone block. It's a solid bone block structure, it looks like. Yikes. What is this? Screenshot that? Yeah, I don't know if I want to settle here because this is... Yeah, this is a mesa plateau. More mesa. Yeah, it's not really that big of a place. I kind of liked this place because it was sort of bigger and more connected. Ah! What is this? This is poison? What the? Wait, where did this come from? I like how that's purple, but so is all the other water here. Wow, I do not want to get back in there. That is poison. Something I'll have to watch out for in this biome. But I think for now, we're going to choose to settle off in this biome, because I could not really find any other biomes that I felt like settling in. And this one seems kind of nice. I mean, we can get rid of all the trees, and it's not too hilly. And, you know, I mean, the magical wood is definitely nice. The grass color is nice. There's hot springs everywhere. I couldn't have asked for a better biome. So, with all that being said, this is the end of the episode. If you like what you watch, click that like button. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode.